Good evening all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, happy tankers of the Blitz universe. Another review, this time we're on the tier 6 medium tank, the German one, the VK3001D. It's the tier 6 medium in the Leopard line, one of the two lines you can do in Blitz while driving German mediums. My previous reviews had some historical information on it. It was a bit hard to find it on the VK3001D, it being a Paper Panzer, a German experimental design. There are a lot of VK types in the game. There's a VK3001H, a VK3001P, a 3002M, a 3001D, a 3601H, and a lot of stuff like that. But this one is an experimental design, and I think it's a proper medium tank. It's a jack of all trades. It does a lot of stuff quite good. It doesn't excel at anything really. It's got good mobility, nice decent alpha, good gun pressure, but not as good as some of the American tanks or British tanks. But it's a very, very nice agile tank. First game, we're up here on Lost Temple, tagging my target, tagging Minitel Rose from Valiant Clan. I know he's a good player. I called it out to the team before we started, and Minitel is a bit stuck over here. I'm trying to shoot this VK2801, one of the new German lights in the in Blitz, this tier 6 one which comes after the Leopard, which Minitel is driving. Had no idea why I bounced a shot. But this is a good way of driving the 3001D. We're gonna look at some of the statistics on the tank, armor wise, etc., as you are used to these reviews. And being on top of this temple mount, it does protect your hull. The tank hasn't got the proper good thick turret armor like American tanks, like some of the British tanks, but it has some good frontal armor on the turret, and you can see the turret is quite small in comparison. The gun is the tank is a bit tapered upwards. In terms of shape, front plate is set at an angle, so you might bounce the occasional shot. There's its brother, the VK3001P. As you can see, it looks like a Tiger, and you could say it's a bit of a Tiger prototype really. Leads onto the Tiger P. This one, I put another AP shell into the side. Gun on the VK3001D has got good penetration. I only used an APCR shot on that KV1S because I wanted to get him out of the game. And here we go, one shot into the 2801, trying a high explosive shell on him. It does some damage, but not a lot, only 19. Letting the KV1S roll in and only move forward once I'm reloaded. In this first game we win it pretty comfortably. You can see the tank is quite nimble, picking up speed very well. Has some good traverse rates, trying a HE shell again on the back of a German light. I don't hit it, unfortunately, but this shot connects and it gives me 3 kills in the game. Laughing out loud from Minitel Rose, and the first game in, simple one, tier 6, top tier, and you can pretty much carry in this medium tank if you are a top tier. The match gave me a second class sniper medal, top XP on the team, 3 kills, not top damage, and do top damage, 17 shots, 15 hits, 12 penetrations. And some nice credits too. If you go easy on APCR, you can easily cash in 30 to 35k of credits. In the garage, my VK3001D, you can see I have quite a few of the German mediums, and this line starts in my opinion at the Panzer III. Agile tank, small gun, but very nippy racing across the battlefield. Speaking of racing across the battlefield, this one is a speed Panzer, the Panzer III/4. Strange tank in that its hull is strongly better armored than the turret. This is the succeeded to the VK3001D, the 3002D. As you can see, pretty much similar in shape and size, and after that one comes this one, the Indian Panzer, a type of Leopard the Germans wanted to sell to the country of India. Stat wise, 1k of hit points, turret armor, as you can see, 80 on the front on the hood is 60, but it's sloped, so bit more effective when you get it at an angle. You need that second turret for the VK30OND to become very effective, because the first turret isn't very good. Engine speed limit almost visible here, 35 degrees on traverse, 32 on your turret, which makes it turn around quite quickly. Average damage of 160 on your AP shells. You do just under 9 rounds a minute. Average penetration 150, 194 on your APCR, that's quite good. Dispersion 0.35, nothing to write home about, nothing spectacular, but it does improve a bit after you get the top gun. You can only fit 2 guns on the VK30OND. And you have the stock gun already from the Panzer 3/4. None of the German tanks can get upgunned pretty quick. You don't get tier 7 guns mounted a lot on these tanks. You can get one on a VK30ONP. It mounts the same top gun as the 30OND. And I've said it before in the garage management video, it can pay off to take a look around in the tech tree to see what guns you can research on what tanks, because you might want to grind some lines in parallel. Because if you get up to tier to the tiers, you can get this gun on a VK3002M, on the 30OND, on a 3001P, and it's good to do. VK in armor inspector, a lot of white stuff, some blue bits, thick gun mantlet, as you can see, it's dark blue. If you get the turret at an angle, it might bounce the occasional shot on the side plates, but the cheeks are easily panned. But at frontal glasses, as you can see, if you wiggle it around a bit, if you keep moving with this thing, which you should do, then it might bounce the occasional shot. I've actually bounced a few shots of I think it was a Lobo or T-34 big American shells. I've bounced them off a moving VK30OND. He was lucky to escape a big hit, but he moved away just quick enough. Side armor easily penned by a T-34-85, as you can see here. Wiggle around a bit at extreme angles, you might get a bounce. Presented upper front plate at a steep angle, and it might work. Cromwell has no problems penning you. British tanks have good accuracy, reasonable pen, and a high rate of fire. Cheeto can do it as well. You can pen a Cheeto too. That's no problem. I'm a bit fooling around here at the VK30OND, but here again, Cromwell shooting at me, swapping to the Cheeto. That's what I wanted to do. Cheeto shooting at a VK30OND. And bear in mind, all these tanks, as I'm viewing them in Armor Inspector, they have the top guns fitted. It also pays off to keep track of these tanks. What guns do they have fitted, and are they stock guns, second guns, top guns? Stock guns might have some problem penning you. You've seen it, the stock gun on the VK30OND, the L38 gun. It might have some problems penning you. Last one, German Heavy 3601H. No trouble whatsoever getting around, only occasional bounces on frontal plates or side plates if you wiggle them around. So you want to be fighting the other heavies, the other mediums at tier 6, and you don't ideally want to be fighting any of the heavy tanks unless you can get to the sides. We're going to take a look at that after we get to the next bit on Armor Inspector, but first up, this match at Dead Rail. I'm trying to shoot over my shoulder to enhance the gun depression, and you can see I bounced a shot here. I have no idea where it came from, but I did bounce one, and it's because I've been moving around a bit. There's a T-34 moving in, KV-1S is over there, and I don't want to get caught in crossfire between a Commander T-34 ATSU and a KV-1S. So off to the flank. We lose the anchor to the KV-1S, but from up here I have some cover to my front, and I can I get a shot on the T-34? No, I can get a shot on the Cromwell, and he has to go in my opinion, because he is threatening our back. One shot in, track him, in place, bump into him, I lose too many hit points. Actually, I was hoping to lose a bit less and keep him tracked again. But I get some help from the Spick, one of the German lights at tier 7, and you can see the rapid firing gun on the Comet, and the fire I'm able to do with my 9.29 rounds a minute. Shot into the KV-1S, that one bounces, but the next shot goes into his front plate. Thank you very much, Spick, for tracking that KV-1S. I'm saving all my repair packs because I might need them later. I still have my multi-pack and my standard repair pack fitted, and I almost always carry a speed boost on my medium tanks. I find adrenaline not really worth bothering with. I like to use a speed boost to use a mobility to enhance mobility and get to the strategic positions on the map if need be. 87 here. This shot misses. Swap to APCR. One into the cupola. A little nipple on top of the 87, obvious weak spot, and every shot after this goes in. This one I rush. I do rush it. It's not entirely closed down at reticule, but I managed to get a kill. Stay behind here because I know that Panzer IV, Enko, and the other remaining T-34, they were somewhere behind. One of them is obviously in the game, the other one might be AFK, and you can see it from the fact that one of them has taken a kill and the other one hasn't. Right, Enko spotted. The Spick is moving to the left, that's why I'm moving over here to the right. One shot into the Enko, he's AFK, so switch to the T-34. Try to track him in place, and I managed to. One shot into the Enko just to get a kill. Bit of kill stealing. Should have stayed back a bit longer because I get a shot in from the T-34, but I do have the hit points. I managed to come out on top. Can put one more shot into him. That one bounces off his front plate, the same like it would bounce off mine, because the front plate is at an angle. And here we go, kill shot. No, only 4 hit points, and the Spick gets the kill. Nevertheless, quite a good game, being middle tier. And I think we got a second class from it. First class, I don't know. Oh well, your natural enemies. As you can see, we've got good penetration numbers, so we can comfortably pen the side of tier 6 heavies. Front plates of tier 6 heavies might be, you've seen it before in that match on Dead Rail. Pen the front plate of a KV-1S. Churchill is a bit different, thicker armor, so you definitely want to go to the side of him, or maybe use a bit of APCR if you can afford it. VK, no problem. Size of a Churchill, no problem. VK 36 O1H, no problem putting shots through the side. And if you can get higher than some of the heavy tanks, you can put shots in quite easily. Turret cheeks of the KV-1S are easily penned. Front plate, lower glasses plate, easily penned. Sides as well. Might catch some shots on its tracks because it can side scrape a bit, as you can see here. But nothing to be really afraid of. Just stay away from the front of these tanks. Don't juke it out frontally. You should never ever do it in a medium, shooting frontally against heavies, trading hit points unless you have a clear shot, unless you can beat them on the reload. Stay away from the guns. And why is that? You are a medium. You are not supposed to juke it out with heavies. You're not supposed to keep shooting at them and just try to take the hit points away. Try to scrape away at their health pool and hope for them to miss or bounce. Because you can see here, I think we're shooting from the perspective of the M60. M60 can pen you everywhere except for your gun mantlet. So if he aims at you and shoots dead center mass straight through the front, he's gonna pen you 99 times out of 100. We're off again. Another tier 7 match. I have another tier 8 coming up. There's a tier 7 match at Port Bay, obviously. And the Comet is the first spot. He also spots me. He stopped here. And I'm thinking he might be one of the guys who is trying to push aggressively, spot for the team. I'm waiting for my team to arrive. I'm not taking any chances because there Command might get some backup. There's a big IS I'm worried about. There is a Stuk that shot dips low into the ground. That's unfortunate. But like I said, I'm worried about that big IS over there and a T-29. Top tier heavies, 2 of them. We have a KV-3, we have a KV-1. Seems like quite a good matchup. They have a bit more mobility and the Stuk is going down. Trying to see if I can pop a shot just over the ridge. I can't. But he's killed now by the KV-3. Red team still not showing up. And I'm trying to get some shots off into this comet. Our SU has found the red enemy. Unfortunately, I don't know why he decided to go over there. If you rewatch the game and take a look at the minimap, you can see he was in with the pack, he was in with all of us, and then he decided to go on a position overlooking the cap, overlooking the town, and it got him isolated from the rest. And quite an easy kill for the red team. Comet gets down, killed by a KV-3, it's 2 on 1 now. You can see the SU-152, he is going away pretty quick. He has a big gun, but even a Leopard can shoot him. Speed boost, bit of a waste in hindsight, but I'd like to take this position over here and see what we can do. I was predicting the Reds would move up here, going for the VK, but this Leopard is a good one instead. Not the biggest threat on the team, but if I can take him out, that's one less gun to worry about at least. And we do manage to take him out 3 on 3 now. There's a T-20 now, and there is a VK-30-01P, one shot into him. There's the IS, he hasn't got the big gun mounted, and that's a good thing to know. We're still on full health. VK is moving to the other side of the bridge, so trying to engage his 30-01P. IS is moving up, trying to track him in place. I do manage to damage his tracks but not track him in place. That's unfortunate. He is noticed me now. Still full health. Come on, IS. Nope. Front plate. We lose the Leopard. As with the other one, the SU getting killed, if you rewatch it, the Leopard went into the town. Skill runs on at IS because he is trying to chase me, and I'm moving into this area here. And I'm moving in here because I can elevate my gun at a better angle than he is able to depress it. He notices just a bit too late. You can see APCR through his front plate straight away, and I made a bit of a mistake, a bit of a judgment error. I was hoping to catch that VK-30-01D at the bridge. Unfortunately I didn't. The game ended in a draw because I did manage to kill that VK, but only at 20-25 seconds left to finish off a full health T-29. I probably would have been able to finish him off, but not with only 25 seconds left. Okay, next match. Good one with Oblivion from Emperor's Clan. We are top tiers over here on Oasis Palms, moving into the desert. And we've won the desert. Reds haven't even tried to contest this. They haven't even tried to fight back. No, it's not a tier 6 match. It's a tier 7 match. Drop moment. There's a tiger. I spot him. I'm not spotted because there is no light bulb going off, and I could put one shot into him. Can I put another one in? No. Yeah, I am spotted now. I knew it before. The light bulb went off because he decided to change his behavior. His gun started to move even before that light bulb went off, and that means he's either trying to be lucky and put in another snapshot, or he did see me, and he did see me. Protected here from a T-43 and a Tiger P by these hills. Tiger P is of no concern, no one there, so I can move in over here and put shots into that T-20. Yeah, thank you for moving back. Excellent. 160 damage, and we can put the gun to work. I'm trying to expose as little as possible, as you can see. Checking my left, T-43 of no concern. There's a KV-1, one shot into the KV-1, and another one. Nope, he slips away. Churchill calling for help. It's fine, I'm here. Giving him an affirmative. And now taking a shot at the Enko. Yes, thank you. There's a KV-1 approaching. Track him into place. Yes, 140 damage. Track him on the other side. Yep, that one gets repaired. No damage whatsoever. I'm not gonna fuss around. Put one into his lower glasses plate and he's down to a one-shot now for me. That's fine. Enko to our right. Churchill is doing a good job. Too bad this footage was shot in pre 2.6. I bounced a shot from the KV because if it were in 2.6 I would have shot that KV. Watch a bit of RNGs over here because I have no idea where that shot went. I think if I stayed just into sniper mode a bit longer it would have connected, but now it moves in. I can shoot this T-34, but now it moves into the building. T-34, last one to get killed. Oblivion is on his back. He's trying to take shots at me. I'm not presenting myself, not turning around. Easy kill. And that leaves just the Tiger to be dealt with. Carefully move away from here, lose a bit of hit points. It's a steep dive. One shot into the Tiger. Thank you very much. And one more for a kill shot. Excellent work. On and upwards, last game, and it's a nice one, a tier 8 game at Castilla, and again we're with Oblivion. Dropping speed boost, trying to get to the strategic position as soon as possible. If you're gonna look back at the review, you'll probably be a bit bored because I keep repeating it. I've done it at the Pershing, the Centurion review and the Chinook review. You have to use the mobility of a medium. We went a hill over here very easily. I like to go to this spot. I spot the big gun on the red team, the ISU, so I'm not moving up. Chatting negative to Oblivion. Calling out the target T-34. He's having trouble because he wants to get involved and he rushes over that truck, has issues with the gun depression, and he gets a shot in. I try to shoot him, the shot dips low, put in one more shot and back away. Oblivion wants to get a piece of it. I chat negative to him. I'm not engaging there. I have no idea what's behind that. There might be snipers near the Castilla. And this guy's a one shot. Take the big gun out of the red team, that would be nice. And there's one kill now. Okie dokie, things are looking good so far. You can see just over there Oblivion of very low health, and he gets killed now by the Jagdpanther 2. That means there's a Jagdpanther 2 over there. I shoot this T-34-85. Left 4 hit points on him. And looking back on this video, I probably should have rammed him because I get a massive chunk of health taken out of me by that low. Run, little VK. I was feeling like Forrest Gump over here. And there's another tank approaching, and I'm not taking any chances. What is it? What is it? Jagdpanther 2. Ooh, between those houses. Thank you for cover to my back. Very lucky, just escaped. Okay, what's next? Jagdpanther 2, calling for help, taking my target, and thank you, Russian Angel of Death. Boom. There we go, Jagdpanther 2. Excellent work, excellent spotting damage. ISU chatting back to me, affirmative. Jagdpanther 2, he is not too fussed about it, he's not happy with it. And then there's just this lurver over here. Right, can I spot him again? Yep. I can. I have a better camo rating than him. I have better mobility than him. So I'm trying to lure him out into the open. So this lurver can get hammered again by that big Angel of Death. The big, strong stellium tank ISU 152. Can he do it again? Not quite. Come on, ISU, shoot. Yes, he does. 75 hit points left on the lurver. Easy kill for me, load APCR, back up and into his side armor. Thank you, affirmative, and off we go. I've talked about this match with Oblivion with some of my colleagues. I have two colleagues who also play the game. Oblivion is one of them, and one of them mentioned, if I had been in that position I would have gone YOLO and just go straight away, having only 200 health against two tier 8 big guns. But I decided to try and stay here. I'm taking a peek over the ridge here to see that SU-100Y. He is watching my way, but he gets killed easily, and that's the win. End of story. Never ever despair, even if you have very low hit points. A perfect tank with 1 hit point left and all modules intact is still a fighting force. You can see it, second class, top experience on this tier 8 match, and some nice spotting damage. And that wraps up this episode for today. I hope you can take something from this, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe, spread the word, and I'll see you all later. Cheers, happy tanking.